Yeah, brother, I'm definitely excited for the fight. I know people a lot of people are complaining it's something offbeat, something unusual, a retirement fight with the BMF title on the line. Let me say this: they fought twice, right? And Poirier's won both fights. Now they're fighting in Poirier's hometown. I'm going to tell you something. It is very hard to beat a guy who's beaten you twice. You got to change that rhythm. And I'm a firm believer in that. Like, if fighters fought 10 times, one could win five, the other could win five, right? Fighters at this level, without a question. But I've talked a lot about momentum in the game, and momentum means a ton. To say nothing of the fact that, fighting is 90% mental, right? Once the physical is taken care of, it all becomes a mental chess match, if you will. And losing twice to the same guy can be very difficult. Now, I know it was Max's first fight, I believe, in the UFC when he lost to Poirier the first time, right? By that armbar or whatever. The next time they fought, it was for the interim lightweight title. Max was featherweight king, and Dustin was the guy matched with him. And I think most people thought, Max would win. He was on a really high, I think 13 fight winning streak or something like that at the time, but it just didn't go his way. Now for the third time to go his way, I gotta tell you, I think you'd have to have a miracle on your hands. I don't see it happening. Could it happen? Of course. I've got all the respect in the world for Max Holloway. It's funny to me. They call him a boxer, but he actually fights out of a Muay Thai stance. I think that a Muay Thai stance is better for MMA than a boxing stance. Why is that? Because there's no big gloves like that you're going to cover up with. Muay Thai stance has those hands and elbows really extended out, right, for more sort of first line protection. Gloves against the chin don't really mean anything when your gloves against the chin are 4 ounce. I think it's why Max has become an absolutely great pinpoint sharpshooter boxer while actually fighting from a Muay Thai stance. He doesn't move his head a lot either. He's very much online, but when you don't move your head, part of what's going on there, and this is very important, is never taking your eye off your opponent, right? Like, you are laser focused on what he's doing next and how you can put your hands on his face. And that's what I try to emulate as well. I'm not really good at moving my head because, quite frankly, I'm not built like that. And I think our style is very much determined by the musculature that God gave us, right? And also the styles we pick up on earlier. Poirier is very good at head movement, and Poirier I think he's got a split series right now with Justin Gaethje, and Max just knocked out Justin Gaethje. But all that having been said, we know A beating B and B beating C doesn't mean C beats A. Like, that's that C can't beat A. It certainly could happen. But listen, it's very difficult to take that kind of momentum away. I got Poirier in the third fight in his hometown retirement. So there it is. Everybody, read my book, War of the Light. You made me pick a fight, youngster. I hate that.